Hi, welcome again to another edition of Market Analysis for today, March 28th. It's Friday, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. I'm Gio Benacourt, and this is a recording done by Vantage Markets about 2 hours prior to the U.S. session open. All right, so it's Friday, it's the end of the month, and the markets seem to be, at least for the indices, seem to be closing below that psychological round number of 20,000 for the NASDAQ. That is going to be something of interest, obviously, because yesterday we did have a fluctuation to the upside, but they closed red in the red yesterday, I'm sorry. But today, it seems that the market is going to be doing some sort of a sell-off. Perhaps this could be because of April 2nd, when the tariffs come into effect, what Trump says, Liberation Day. Well, I don't know about liberation, who's gonna be liberated and who's not, but I suppose that the bears might be the ones who be liberated into this. So I'm going to speculate that today we're gonna continue with this trajectory to lower. We have obviously open below 20,000. Now, when the U.S. session opens up, let's see if they will bring it back above 20,000, or will they say, okay, it's at the end of the month, let's just close out our positions and roll into next month. So it's going to be a lot of volatility perhaps today in the markets. The S&P had a very similar fluctuation as the NASDAQ it did, but it closed in the green compared to the NASDAQ, which is closed in the red. But today the S&P, in comparison to the NASDAQ, it's in the red. Perhaps the NASDAQ is seeing some red since the Magnificent Seven were not doing so well, and Facebook seems to be getting hit by a fine from the EU about 1 billion euros. So that could be part of it for the NASDAQ. But let's take a look at the S&P. I'm going to leave the same levels of support. I'm going to bring down my level of resistance to 57.60 and then that swing high yesterday. So looking for some selling into the open. Let's see if that will be the case, or will we rebound and close in the green. The Dow yesterday, which it had also a nice move to the upside, it also just violated our lower levels of support here yesterday. So let's just update that and use this lower Bollinger Band. I'm going to actually raise my first level of support to 42,500. It's a nice psychological value number here. 42,700, my first resistance, and yesterday's swing high for the Dow. Crude oil. All right, so crude oil is $70. All right, so since we are fluctuating above that level, just around that level, I'm going to lift my resistance, 70.60, and my first level is going to be the upper Bollinger Band. So today the market is actually fluctuating below the 50-day moving average. I'm going to leave the same levels of support as they are. Favoring long positions, buying. Nat Gas also seems to be looking to recuperate. Yesterday had a very wide swing. So we are looking that Nat Gas seems to be entering a consolidation mode. Let's see if that's the case. $4 is going to be our target for today. I'm going to raise my level of support to 385, and that swing low is just too wide. I'm going to use 380. All right, so looking to buy. Gold is just ripping it up, making all-time highs again and again and again. So 3,100 is an upper Bollinger Band. That's where our target is going to be. We'll get there today. I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking that there could be some profit taken and just, or we could probably go and look for it, that 3,100 marker, and just close out the month with a bang. So that'll probably be the case. Then we have silver that is fluctuating between the level of resistance that we have placed yesterday. So I'm just gonna update my first one to that upper Bollinger Band, and $35 is my target. We could probably do that $35 today. So I'm going long buying. Copper staying above $5, just bouncing off that low. I'm gonna bring it down to $5, psychological round value. That's my first level of support, and then my second one, $4.95. I don't think it's gonna get that low. I think we're gonna have a nice move to the upside today. I'm gonna speculate that. So buying the metals. Take a look at Bitcoin and see what Bitcoin seems to be doing. Will it? Let's see if it loads. Will the chart load? That's another thing. It's not loading. Come on, Bitcoin, load. There you go. Okay. Need to do double click. All right, so the Bitcoin is selling off right now, so I'm gonna use the 20-day moving average as my first level of support, dynamic support that is, and then 83,000 as a psychological round value. I'm gonna leave that first resistance with the upper Bollinger Band and the 50-day moving average are just intertwined, and 90,000 as the second resistance. So it seems to be in a little bit of a sell-off mode here. Bitcoin, it could be a proper opportunity to buy. Then we have the euro that keeps on just really just setting up a stage for a breakout. So I'm just gonna leave my same levels here and looking for a breakout. It could do another leg down. The pound, well, let's just use that high as my first level. The swing high here, just a swing high as my first level of resistance, and the upper Bollinger Band my second. I'm gonna leave the same level of support. Let's see if the pound will stay north of 129. And then we have the dollar index. That indeed dollar index opened up with a small gap up, open gap up. So can we expect some sort of fluctuation to the upside later on today, during the day? It could be the case, or it could be just be staying within yesterday's range. That could be another scenario. It is the end of the month, so keep that in mind. Last Friday of the month. Have a nice weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.